On tonight's Pool Spa Life Australia, is your pool builder a master pool builder? Gone are the twice daily trips to the pool equipment shed, in store or online. How one Aussie success story has changed the face of the pool store. And a kids resort pool fence is put to the test. Another huge jam-packed show this week. Welcome to Pool Spa Life Australia. The leafy suburbs of our major Australian cities. I mean, what's not to love about this area, right? You've got warbling magpies, the occasional leaf blower on a Saturday morning, and kids splashing in a backyard pool. I mean, if you are thinking about getting a swimming pool in your backyard, trust me, you won't regret that decision. I mean, you'll be the family in the street that has a swimming pool. All your kids will bring their kids over for the big family parties. And of course, you'll just be creating core memories for your family for eons to come. But what does turn a good pool builder into a great pool builder? I think we're about to find out. These two likely lads, Matt and Steve, how you going?
Well.
Good to see you guys. You guys from Apex Pools, and you've pulled this incredible build off together. Stunning. It's amazing. How did you pull this one off? Because it's a big build, isn't it?
Yeah, big build. Decent sized pool for the block. Out of the ground, built into the slope of the ground, so on or into the slope of the ground, as you'd say.
Yeah.
Massive engineering feat, to be honest. 3.5 metre high spillover wall, big pool.
It's absolutely stunning, yeah. And you can tell that the engineering here, I mean, that waterfall edge, that infinity edge, it's millimetre perfect. I mean, that level of engineering, it's elite. How did you manage to do that? Because it must have taken a lot of planning.
Well, you don't get a second chance with a negative edge pool, so you've got to get a millimetre perfect. And yeah, I mean, a lot of time spent concreting, a lot of time spent rendering and tiling, waterproofing to get everything perfect.
Yeah, and so obviously you brought the pool into the whole design of the house here. So that would have had to been started first, and then the house built around it and things. What infrastructure have you got in the pool? Is it salt water?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a saltwater pool. From a scheduling point of view, it was very critical at the start for construction to liaise with the house builders. Just to make sure that we've got access and that we can get in and work together to achieve the end result that we've been able to, which has been fantastic.
Incredible build, and here's the difference, right? So we're talking about what makes a good pool builder into a great pool builder like Apex. So you guys, I mean, you're some of the inaugural members of the Master Pool Builders program, right? So tell me about that.
Master Pool Builders program is great in the sense that it's getting all your best pool builders from around Australia together and working in essentially association where you can actually bounce things off each other and build the industry up. So I think it's a great idea, like, you know, getting together with other pool, we already do it besides that anyway, but just bouncing stuff off guys and showing people how to do things the right way and building the industry up to build better, essentially.
Because it's setting a bit of a benchmark, isn't it, for yourselves? And what's the outcome for that? Is it more, like you say, information sharing? Is it a higher level of elite building?
It is. The Master Pool Builders program is really trying to elevate the whole industry, starting at the top, as we would believe. But yeah, just trying to create a lot more consistency and try to better the industry as a whole.
So when you look at a master pool builder, there are a couple of criteria which you're measured on. So there's professional development, there's innovation, there's sustainability. There's all these things which you have to become, I guess, an operator of, right? But you just not buy a logo and just say, all right, stick that on my website, I'm a master pool builder now, because it's peer reviewed, yeah?
Yeah, it would be good if it was that easy. Yeah, like, I mean, there's certain projects and the level of projects and peer review definitely come into it, for sure.
Yeah, and so then there's various things that you have to attend and workshops and things.
Absolutely. Every year they have a few workshops to attend, so you get the understanding of within the industry, not just the sector that we're in, being high-end concrete residential pools, but also fiberglass members and everything else in between. So it is really trying to be what they consider the best of the best.
And you've got to have a certain number of builds under your belt, don't you, as well, to be able to be even considered for it. You know, you've got to have a certain level of, or a certain criteria of, I've done this technical skill set and demonstrated it and had that scene signed off by your team of judges who are other pool builders too, right? People in the industry.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, it is peer reviewed. So you've got to have a body of work behind you. You've got to show integrity, show professionalism along the journey. And yeah, that's why it elevates and why Master Pool Builders program is the pinnacle of SPASA.
And you can sort of see why this level of pool build from Apex in Melbourne is certainly a Master Pool Builder elite level. And if you're a pool builder yourself and you're looking to take that next step, it's definitely worthwhile looking at that Master Pool Builders program. Of course, as homeowners, if we're looking to engage a pool builder, then we need to be choosing a SPASA member. And you'll find everything that we've talked about today all on our website. If you head over to poolspalife.com.au, you'll find all the details there.
Sugar sweet, you got what I need.
It is cold in country Victoria this morning, -1 degrees. But cast your minds back to summer and cast your minds back to maybe the late 90s, early 2000s. That was kind of my era when friends had pools and their parents were constantly having to go and fiddle with something on the pool services board, turn a switch, crank a handle, do something, push a button, add some chemicals. It was all part of pool ownership and it was all part of it actually being a hassle. Well, fast forward then to maybe 10, 15 years ago, the first connected pool automation system started to pop up onto the market. And it was all very well, they worked nicely, but you actually needed a degree in computer science to be able to get them then connected to the internet. Well, thankfully there have been some amazing advancements in the industry, which makes owning a pool just a breeze. Of course, everything's automated. It's now all connected, all via the internet, all via Wi-Fi, so you can control this from anywhere in the world through your phone. Travis, great to meet you, mate. How you going?
I'm very well, how are you?
Oh, it's a bit chilly.
Mate, it's freezing.
Welcome to country Victoria though, so.
Yes, I know. Like, we're at a beautiful Laguna pool. I'm not sure I'm going to hop in. I don't think we've got the heater on just yet. So...
I brought my bathers, but I think I might skip on that one.
Yeah, I would if I was you.
Thanks for coming on the show. I really appreciate it, because you're a pool automation expert and you've been doing this for years and years and years. Can you explain from the beginning what pool automation means?
It's come a long way, and I guess when you look at pool automation, you want to think about what is it? And we think automation at times, we think automatic, which is not what it is at all.
Yeah.
It comes back to how you control that pool, and I guess the flexibility that we now need in an environment where everything's done by your phone, and we want to bring the pool into that environment as well.
Because there are lots of gadgets associated with pools these days, and there's chlorinators, there's salt things, there's mineral things, there's filters, heat pumps, there's solar integration. It's all got to be controlled by an interface of sorts, and that's what Halo is.
Absolutely. So it's a central location that everything plugs into, and it's modular and can be customised to each and every pool as well, which gives everyone the option to plug in, control, or you can give it to friends and family as well. So when they're around, they can control your pool too, turn on your lights, everything like that.
It is nice. I've owned a pool once before and it was beautiful, and I could have all the lights controlled via my app.
And it's interesting you mentioned that. One of the good things about Halo is if you want to have a spa, you are at work, you can turn that on from that location. So when you do get home, it's ready, it's hot, you can put your togs on and jump straight in.
So good, because the old days you'd come home and you already have to leave it on while you're at work. Waste all that money, waste all that evaporation and things as well. So the Halo system itself then, I mean, a lot of people are talking about it because you can retrofit it to existing pool technology. Is that a big job for someone with like a degree in computer science, or is it relatively DIY?
It's very DIY. We've designed this product so it's modular in design. It can be customised to that pool. So if it's a 25-year-old pool that has one pump and one light, this Halo system will work. If it is a brand new pool like the one behind us, it will work. You don't need any degrees. All you need is 4 or 5 power points, and that is it. Don't even need an electrician on site.
Well, that's the future, isn't it? Smart homes, energy efficiency, being able to monitor stuff as well. What are some of the halo features that enable you to monitor? Can you see the temperature of your pool and things like that?
Absolutely. Temperature of your pool, you can monitor your water chemistry, so see your pH and your chlorine levels through the system.
Can you?
Yeah.
So instead of doing the old dipstick in the water, you look on your phone now.
Look on your phone, there's some Bluetooth probes that tells you what your pH and what your chlorine level looks like.
I appreciate you coming in today, mate. Thank you so much. And just for point of reference, how cold is that water right now in the pool?
We'll check on the app in a minute.
Yeah.
I reckon it's probably 2 degrees.
Okay, you go first. Nice to meet you, mate.
Thank you.
This is a really great idea. Whether or not you have a big fancy pool or a family pool in your backyard, it's all about taking control of your pool automation, and something like this you can add to make your pool a smart pool. Well, if you're thinking about building a pool and you're thinking about automation, then get your pool builder to explore automation through Astral Pool. Ask for Halo, go into a shop, get them to explain to you how it all works there. It's actually designed and manufactured here in Australia too. So for more information and to start getting quotes, you can head over to their website, is astralpool.com.au. When you own a pool or a spa, there are a heap of things that you need to stay on top of all year round as each season changes. I mean, you've got to keep this thing looking beautiful and clean and inviting to swim in. You've got to make sure that your water ticks all those safety boxes, and of course then meet things for your compliance like pH and chlorine. And then of course you need to make sure that you're looking after all the equipment that runs your pool, like your pumps and your heaters and a whole heap of stuff. And if you don't shop around, all of this stuff can really start to add up.
Like 1, 2, 3, I'm moving to the beat, yeah, yeah.
And interestingly, since I've been working on this show now for a couple of years, whenever we come to Sydney, various different pool owners have said to me, have you been to check out the Pool and Spa Warehouse in Sydney? Because there's stores all over Sydney. It's a first time for me. I mean, this is like a wonderland for pool and spa owners. And I know for a fact that if you come in for one thing, you end up leaving with a whole stack of stuff, and that's probably what I'm going to do today. This place is actually amazing. There's so much stuff here. And if you own a pool or spa, you'll know that most likely you have to kind of drive across town to a decent pump shop, and then you got to drive all the way across the other side of town to find a decent spa shop, and then probably back to find something else. But here, everything is all under the one roof. So you can kind of just come here, have a bit of a mosey around and pick up a few bits and pieces. So this whole thing was started about 55 years ago from a humble pool technician out of his garage in Blacktown in Sydney. It's a great story, and now they're all over Sydney. It's a true Australian success story, and they've built their entire business ethos around trust and customer service. And even today, it is still family owned and not franchised. These days, they've actually got 9 superstores all across Sydney. So you can either come in person or you can visit online and do a bit of online shopping as well. Actually, many Sydney-siders choose to come here to get their regular maintenance checks done, things like their equipment, or if they want to get something serviced or a water test, they'll come here and chat to one of their technicians and they'll sort it out for them. Con, great to meet you, mate. I mean, this place is like off the charts, isn't it? You've got everything here. What do you reckon the difference is for you guys as opposed to the others?
Well, for us, it's about the customers coming to the shop and having a one-stop shop. We're pretty much the only pool shop in the industry that has so much in range. There's 12,000 lines in our inventory, and we want customers to come in this time of year and grab what they need.
Yeah.
Not your traditional come in, place your order, come a week later.
Yeah, this is like the super warehouse version of a pool shop, right? You've just got everything. And I love that you've got it's all explained for the customer these days, calcium up or calcium down. Like they don't leave anything to the imagination these days.
It's all about the end experience, and everything's based around that.
Yeah, and your technicians, I've seen them all do water tests today. I've seen them carrying bags of salt out for people. There's filters being bought. It's such a mix, isn't it? Because old days you had to go across town to the different shops.
That's correct. So we sell pretty much most brands in here. We're not biased to one brand or one category. So we like to have as much as we can, so customers come in and have a choice.
So you bringing your own product range. So I've seen Aquasolis online before, and this is like super premium range. You can only get it at Pool and Spa Warehouse.
That's correct.
Yeah, talk to me about that then.
So we've got a brand called Aquasolis, and in that brand we're bringing in from different categories. We're sourcing the best we can. So for example, this heater here, it's got the smart control on it. It's ultra quiet, super efficient. They're built to last now.
Yeah.
And we're bringing these in under our brand so we can lower the prices and offer the customer that high-end product in a brand that we control.
In a more efficient price range as
Yes.
well. Pool and Spa Warehouse is one of those great Australian success stories. I mean, super humble beginnings to being a retail powerhouse now. And they're just helping families across Australia run their pools so much more effortlessly and much cheaper as well. And speaking of prices, if you do want to check out how they compare price-wise and order and have it delivered across Australia, you jump on their website. It is poolandspawarehouse.com.au.
Had me in your possession.
You know what's been really interesting for me as I've travelled around Australia learning about all the different types of swimming pools, it's actually been trying to gauge what matters the most for pool owners, and whether that is a backyard pool owner, whether it is a commercial leisure centre or a hotel resort pool. I think the number one concern for pool owners is pool safety. I mean, you've got to make sure that those kids can't access that water unsupervised. And when they're in the water, they've got to be constantly supervised. And then, of course, there's things like non-slip areas. But the number one thing, of course, is making sure that your pool fence and your pool gate is compliant. So that gate has to close. It has to soft close and latch first time and every time. Not only from a legal standpoint, of course, but from a safety standpoint. But you know what? Wherever I go, all over Australia, I still see that gate slamming closed and it vibrating down that pool fence. And of course, I keep seeing those little fingers getting trapped. But here on the Gold Coast, Paradise Resort has put an end to the slamming gate. Well, David, this is very nice. I mean, what a beautiful resort. Paradise Resort on the Gold Coast.
Yep.
Didn't realise it was a kids' resort when they were sending me up here to have a look at your bits and pieces you got going on.
And that would have been a shock.
It was a bit of a shock, but it was fun nevertheless.
Yep.
Tell me about your resort.
Well, you would have been exposed to over 800 kids last night. So
Yep.
there's a lot of noise going on from 5:30 in the morning through till about 8 o'clock at night.
On my travels, I'm looking at things we can take from big commercial elements of swimming pool ownership and put them into home ownership that are going to stand the test of time. So
Sure.
talk to me about your infrastructure here, because how many pools have you got?
So we've got two water parks and
Yep.
a swimming pool and a spa. And they are large volumes of water, and we're having so many children around, one of the most important things is safety of the kids, and
Yeah.
that's paramount. You can imagine that you can't keep an eye on 800 kids at one time, no matter how many people are around. And unfortunately, even with parents watching, 5 seconds and they're out, they're gone, and whatever else. And you know, walking around the resort, we have to have the gates secure, we have to have the fence secure, and we have to have maintenance of the highest the priority for us.
And I would have probably seen 300 kids go through gates, just run, open them, run through them, run off to the next pool, into the restaurants, whatever it might be. And you've got to rely on those gates to close safely, slowly and carefully, and lock.
Absolutely.
So you've got Polaris.
We have got the Polaris. They are a godsend for a couple of reasons. Obviously, first, the slow closer is a game changer for us, but also the maintenance on them has saved us a significant amount of money.
Yeah.
The third thing is the noise level. And if you can imagine, we've got 14 pool gates around the property.
I've seen them.
And when you've got 140,000 people going through this property of an average 4-night stay, so they're around this pool, they don't leave, and they're in and out of the gates, they're getting drinks, they're getting food, the kids are running backwards and forwards to the toilet. These gates are taking a hammering.
Yeah.
So, you know, to have this system in place has been, for me, just a game changer with the lack of noise.
So what did you put on here? So are those the 156?
They are, yes,
yeah,
they
and
are.
so they're a retrofit variety,
Correct.
I believe. Yeah.
So we've tried various hinges over the years, all failed, and then we tried one set of Polaris, would have been probably 6-8 months ago now, on the most used gates. And within 4 weeks, we realised we had to change the whole lot over. They were just so different and so robust.
The noise level alone of not having a gate slamming all day and into the, late afternoon, into the evening, that is a game changer on its own. But I think for me, seeing the peace of mind, because kids, mums and dads have got their handfuls, babies, they open it, they walk through, and they just leave, and then the gate has to close.
Yep.
It must lock, it must be safe, and you've got to have a certain amount of trust in the product to do that. I'm pretty excited to get in the pool. Thank you. It is really important that your pool fence gate soft closes every single time, be it glass, be it timber, be it tubular. It's got to do the job properly. And this hinge here can last the test of time at a resort full of thousands of kids, or then it can certainly last the test of time in your backyard pool. If you'd like to find out a bit more information about these hinges, or of course upgrade yours at home, just head over to polarishinge.com.au. Now, guys, well, that is just about all we have time for on today's show. And in fact, the entire season. We hope you've enjoyed watching season 2 of Pool Spa Life Australia. And if you want to see any of the ideas that we've had from today and the entire series, it's all on our website. Head to poolsparlife.com.au, and there you'll find links to add us on Facebook and Instagram. So until the next time, take care and swim safe. See ya.